Oh, well, all right. Now we're recording.
Okay, I'm Nate.
I'm Sean.
I'm Garrett.
This is the Gentleman's Lounge
Podcast.
Yeah, podcast. This is going to be a channel where we have occasionally podcasts, let's plays. This podcast is going to be released, and then another one that's a little outdated. Like we recorded during when E3 just happened, so it's a little dated, but otherwise it's probably going to be a good time to listen to. And yeah, we're going to start the podcast. So you two were talking about something before this whole entire thing started?
On the loudspeaker today, this morning, we heard the song Raining Men. And Garrett mentioned a great way to sum up the song and how it would work correctly.
So it's like kind of it's like lightly raining today, is it not?
Yeah.
It's like it's drizzling. There's not a whole lot. It's not.
It's
like,
basically nothing. It's just a little sprinkle.
But for some reason, they decided a good song to play out of the millions of songs about rain and involving rain.
Yeah.
Thousands of actually good songs involving rain. They chose Raining Men, in which it is not raining rain. It is raining men.
I can't.
And it was.
So, what
And
we're
I
talking
wanted
about
to
is that
die.
what we're talking about is that it could a good way to use it is that if there's like a massive tornado and there's just people flying around in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Basically.
That would be a really comedically funny way to use it.
Yeah, just watching their bodies go splat on the ground.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
Really funny.
Yeah, because
They don't-
all
well-
pure comedy is just dead people splatter on the floor.
Hashtag.
No, you cannot.
Okay.
We had to-
All right. We're done.
God, we have to bleep that out.
First,
Okay,
5 minutes,
I'm
like
calling
first,
the-
2
I'm
seconds of
calling-
the show.
Should we
already,
just start over?
No, it's alright. We'll just keep going.
Oh my
Alright,
god.
so you guys want to talk?
Let's
about...
keep the part where you said, and then we all started laughing.
Yeah, and just that.
It'll be like that video of they're like, guys like start laughing their asses off.
First episode already
fucking ruined.
Completely destroyed.
Anyway, so
Back to it!
Garrett, you wanted to talk about Fallout 76, right?
Not necessarily.
No,
we talked about
you-
that. We
oh,
covered
okay.
that extensively.
I think
okay.
he used it as an example. when
Okay,
we were doing
Yeah.
so
Hmm.
I don't have any topics because I was
well,
busy.
I was busy. Do you have a topic, Garrett, that you would like to
I could talk about
well,
music for 5 hours if you want me to.
I mean, you know, we could always just check Google News. That's always a fun. That's
Until we
always
find
a fun
something.
time.
until we
Wait,
find
what about the
something.
Spider-Man game? Do you want to go off on about that?
Me or him?
You.
I have never played.
He
I
doesn't-
haven't played it.
I have recently bought the new Spider-Man game for the PS4, which came out like last Friday. And thanks, Nate.
The
for
PS4
moving
came
the
out
mic
last
lovely
Friday,
towards
of
me.
course.
What?
The PS4 coming out last Friday, of course.
Yes, the PS4 as well.
The,
you know, if you didn't.
the
Spider-Man
Spider-Man
game
game
has
for
been out.
PS4
Yeah,
came
yeah.
out several years before.
Alright, anyways, so it came out last Friday, and I decided to buy it because I didn't know too much about the game. I knew it was a Spider-Man game, and I knew it was by Insomnia, which are the creators of Sunset Overdrive. And I was
Sunset Overdrive's pretty alright.
yeah, no, that was a fun
I
game.
actually liked that.
Yeah, it was a fun game, but in this game, the Spider-Man game is no different. It is awesome. It is one of the few recent games that I've bought that I've been generally satisfied with. Story is pretty solid. I've never had a game actually made me feel emotions, and that game did, which is weird.
Kingdom Hearts.
Okay, no, that doesn't make me have any emotions either. It's just funny to see Mickey Mouse in a hood. But anyways, no,
I forgot there was a part.
yeah, it's Mickey Mouse going, "Oh, the darkness." No, no! What the fuck, man?
Bleep is number 3.
Oh my god! Stop it! No.
And the final cut was only 2 minutes.
Wait, no, we're literally gonna start over.
No, that's
No,
No,
no, I gotta keep my final
No,
cut was
no.
2 minutes joke, man.
We gotta keep going.
Oh
We
my
gotta- alright,
God.
continue.
So, like I was saying
Too hot to
before-
air.
But like I was saying before, it was a really good game. The gameplay is solid. The story is a little short. I beat it in like a weekend, but I kind of like beat it under like 3 hours. Which that's an estimate. That's not like a full like thing. The real funny thing about that game though is that it's it's not a perfect game. No game is, but that game particularly has its moments where it's like a little glitchy. Like I think the first 15 seconds I was playing it, I didn't even mean to. I glitched the game because the web mechanics, how they work is that they cling onto a building and that's the anchoring point.
Yeah.
So you are kind of like the little weight that kind of swings by. So when you kind of are too low to the ground and you do that, you kind of slide on like a
So they
non-existent.
didn't animate like the running part? Or
No.
just, like,
It was
the-
because it was just like it was an awkward position because it was
Oh.
like there was like it was like two
Well, it's
sky.
good. It's good to know at least that they got the Spider-Man 2, like
Yeah.
the web
web-
mechanics back.
Yeah, no.
Because
they-
those were
That's
good.
what made that game really well.
Yeah.
I don't know. I never
Plus
actually
the
played
pizza
it.
run.
I never actually played it, but I've seen it
I found-
played, and it is a lot
found-
better. It looks
I-
like at least.
I found a 2-hour-long clip of the Pizza Time game
Yeah.
song, and it's like
But pizza. Yeah, dude, pizza time.
it's pizza time.
It's
pizza
pizza time.
Oh my God, those
Pizza time?
movies. Those movies alone are just so. Have you guys ever like? Okay, I don't know. I know you guys probably seen those movies.
Yeah.
Have
The
you ever
Tobey Maguire ones.
Yes.
Yeah.
Have you
Oh,
seen?
hell
the,
yeah, dude.
Have you seen the Andrew Garfield ones?
No.
I've seen the first one, and I've never actually watched the second one because
Wait, is he
it didn't
the-
really interest me all that
Is
much.
he the older version of the Spider-Man?
No. What?
No, he's in the Amazing Spider-Man, Amazing
Yeah.
Spider-Man 2.
Oh no. I
He was
haven't
a
seen that.
very
the-
sexualized male actor.
JoJo.
No.
Yes.
The Amazing Spider-Man actually wasn't like the games
Alright,
were
it's
horrible.
either edgy jokes or JoJo jokes.
What? Oh. No, but like the Amazing Spider-Man films are so bad.
They're
Like,
not that bad. I mean
No.
the second one's probably pretty bad. I
Oh.
haven't seen that.
The first one. Okay, let me just break this down to you. The first one, the editing job on it is so bad. Like because there's a scene on the subway where he first gets his powers, and and he's
All
like-
right, where he
Yeah.
accidentally grabs the pole and then
Yeah, he's, like,
knocks
starts
the-
swinging it
knocks
around.
the hell out of
But-
everybody.
every time there's a punch or whatever, it blacks out like a frame.
That's terrible.
So like they edited out the frame where they don't punch, so it looks like they made contact.
Yeah, look, you also can tell
That
it's two
can-
different. You can tell they're two different takes.
That can
But-
kind of work, but it's
But
done
you can
well.
you can tell it wasn't intentional.
Yeah.
It was too quick. It was every punch. pretty
Aren't
much.
they? Wasn't that made by Marvel?
That was made by Sony.
What time? Is
And-
it?
Yeah, never trust a Sony movie.
And actually, you want to know a really
They make TVs, not movies.
They
and
also
make game consoles.
They don't count.
they also make game movies.
It's actually Sony's actually half the reason why the Tobey Maguire third movie was actually really bad. And
I'm-
actually, they
I like
threw-
the dancing scene.
I feel really stupid now. I entirely forgot that they're the ones. who
Yeah,
make the
they
PlayStation.
own
I
the
wanna
rights.
Die.
They own majority of the rights of Spider-Man.
Funny how that works.
Rip Abby.
Well, I mean, like, Homecoming was good. I don't know if you saw
I
Homecoming.
still have yet to see it.
It's a good movie.
I saw
You enjoy
Homecoming.
it.
Homecoming was really good.
Yeah,
That was really good. That was
I think
it was a wild ride.
So continue on with superheroes. We have to put that image up.
is that gonna be the thumbnail?
Sure.
It's a picture of
Danny DeVito
Vito
as
is
Sans from
Sans.
Undertale. it's like
you have now entered
guess-
my
guess
Magnum
what-
Dawn.
you wonder where I fucking got that from?
What?
I was looking at JoJo in a dress, and then that popped up.
That's
Nate,
not
what-
my
what
future.
do you- What?
That's
event
not my
led you to
future.
do
When I
this?
die, just put
What
me in the
event led you to
dustbin.
Go. I'm gonna look up pictures of JoJo in a dress.
There's an episode like that, and I was trying to.
Of course there is, but continue.
He was trying to sneak up on Nazis and kick their asses, and so like he dressed
Aren't we
up as a
all?
girl because they're really like, oh, we're choosing you, and then they'll get in and he's like tries to dress up as a pretty girl, and they screamed and ran away from him, and he just beat the shit out of them.
That sounds like JoJo.
It was really good though.
God.
He's like, "Would you like some champagne?" And they're like, "What the fuck is this?"
Hey, can I walk you home?
Sorry for swearing.
It's not the swear. We can swear all we want.
Okay.
Fuck.
Okay,
fuck,
maybe
fuck.
not like that. Not excessive. But you just
Anyway.
can't say the other two things that we mentioned that now I have to go.
Is there
and
anything
bleep.
else you want us to not say? No, right?
Yeah, let me go list the entire.
Well, let's see. What else can we not say? All right, let's read the list.
It's
Okay.
just a constant line.
It's the you know how it in the in like the old seasons of American Idol when they had Steven Tyler and he was
Oh yeah.
and it's like
Oh, yeah.
they just flashed like the American Idol logo in front of his face all the time because he was swearing so much.
Oh my
It
god.
was one of the best. Steven Tyler was like the best part of that show.
That show
kinda-
is
it,
no
like-
longer really good.
Yeah, they just, I don't know.
They're not. And
Does anybody listen to the people that actually win?
Like
No.
I mean, I feel like
I know.
they gain like it's
They gain some,
it's kind of they get into like they're kind of at like they're at like an adept level I
Yeah.
guess they must be in the industry, but then like compared with the number of the
Other-
sheer mass, like the number of people that do music for a living, it just kind of
Yeah, but you're not well known, Nate. Anyways,
I don't speak hand gestures, I'm sorry.
I'm never gonna be well known.
Damn.
yeah. So no, but like the concept of those shows are like not like the greatest.
Yeah, either. I don't really care that much. I used to watch the X Factor with my nana, but then we're like, you know what? I hate this, and then we just moved on to
Cause like
Blacklist, which is amazing.
oh yeah, that is like I heard that's a good series. But like
Is that the one with where he's it's the guy and he like gives them the information about like the
Yeah.
thousands of criminals and stuff?
Yeah, and they're like,
Right, yeah, that I watched
they're
a
like
few
not
episodes
even.
of
They're
that.
so like high up. They're not even on the
Like
actual FBI list. They're like people that the FBI don't even know about because of how like well criminalized they are.
the only episode I remember of that was where it was like the woman who was like an advocate for like against
sex
human
slaves and-
against human trafficking and
Yeah.
shit, and she's a human trafficker.
Yeah, that was
And like he poisons her, and it's oh my god,
It was a good episode though.
That's like I'm pretty sure that's like I watched the first episode and then and that's all I've got out of it.
Yeah.
And so I have.
It
so
kind of gets a little crappy towards the fourth season, but I like
there's
it.
4 seasons.
This fourth
Oh my
season is like 20
God.
episodes that are an hour for each season.
Jesus.
It's really long.
Ah.
What are you looking up?
I'm just looking up like news.
Okay.
I love how like
Can we talk about Fallout New Vegas and how
No.
much?
Yeah,
I
how
love
about
it?
that guy?
No.
How about that guy? I wasn't watching the game, but there was a guy apparently at the baseball game last night who got hit by a bat.
Oh my god, I saw that on the news this morning.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
no,
got up and I was just like kind of
Was that
wandering
I think it
toward
was for
the
the Boston Red Sox, right?
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. No,
Oh.
the guy like goes
And the
to
guy's
swing
like,
and the
oh
man-
no.
Yeah, no, he had to get rushed out. His head was like literally caved.
you know
No, thanks.
you both probably know Norm MacDonald, right?
Which
All I know is Grant McDonald.
Well, okay, he's like a comedian who's
that guy.
he's like
Okay.
he's
I
he's
get
a
you.
very offensive comedian.
Yeah, I know.
And he's
Never heard of him.
He apparently he apologizes for Down syndrome remark. And
Yeah.
oh, I have to read more about it.
System of the Downs.
Okay, Nate.
Another
Bum.
bleepage.
Yes, another bleepage. At least the thing I'm talking about is like his canceled. Oh.
What's
What?
worse than a dongle? No dongle.
Comedian appeared on the View.
Nice.
where
This is
he
r
opened
this is r slash I almost said r/Reddit.
Are you on Reddit?
Yeah.
I'm on Reddit also.
I only
don't-
use it to look at things.
I do also. I have one post and it's about Fallout Shelter and how I started a genetic program to see if
A eugenics program?
Yeah, eugenics program to see if anything happened and what Fallout Shelter does is that you get half of the traits or none of the traits are randomized, but the skin color, hair, eye color, stuff like that
Is entirely customizable.
no, it's inherited by the two parents,
Oh no.
which is cool.
So are you telling me that you breeded everyone out?
No, I just let in death clause and let everybody die.
Oh, okay.
Alright, I'm not really
After
gonna
like
go into this.
six almost
Your underground Nazi
almost
regime.
3 years of doing that.
Damn.
Yeah, I played that game way too much.
Hmm.
And then I just deleted it. It was pretty alright, and then it's like a game that I keep coming back to, kind of like New Vegas. And New Vegas is a really special game to my heart.
I've played
What are you
New
reading?
Vegas.
What?
It's just, I'm not, okay, let me say this. I'm not the biggest fan of Donald Trump, and this is probably the only time we're really going to talk about politics. I don't want politics on this show. But
Next episode, politics.
but Trump says
He's
Jamie Dimon,
Jamie Dimon?
yeah, isn't smart enough to run for president.
Who?
He's a dim man, though.
Okay, that's not how it works.
Who? Let me see. Let's see. Well, if I'm gonna judge, I've never seen that person ever.
I've also never seen that
So,
person.
but-
But okay, but this is the problem I'm having. Okay, yes, Trump owns a multi-million-dollar company, but he's gone, I think, through bankruptcy like 4 times,
Mm-hmm.
which probably
The
means
art of the deal. my
yeah,
friend.
yeah, the art of the deal, which means
I mean, he got out of it, didn't he?
yeah, 4 times.
Yeah. So hey, any
I mean,
any landing you walk away from.
and he landed as a land. Yeah.
Any landing you walk away from is a victory. Berlin in 1942.
Oh my God.
I mean, not 1942. When was it? 1945, right? When
When
did
it
the
was
Soviets just bum rush Berlin?
That was 1945.
Yeah, 1945. What was the Stalingrad or 1942 was the one where Germans were trying to get into
Stalingrad.
Stalingrad, yeah.
Yeah, actually,
I
I
have
mean
to-
that battle was so long. It was
Like
if I
almost 2
believe
months.
if I believe correctly, it was the Battle of Stalingrad was almost a year long,
Yeah. Oh well, that was 2
I
months.
think, and so
it was just
it
constant
was
back and forth. That's all I know.
yeah. If anyone's a fan of random fact sites, then you'll probably know about that. There was a train station that in one day, this is a train station in Stalingrad during the battle. It changed hands in one day over 27 times.
Jesus.
Yeah. I don't. Who? 27. That's once. More than once per hour.
Mm. What the hell? You know what? It's like a
Sir, we
Call of
lost it again. You what?
Get back out there! And then they,
Sir, we captured it. Sir, we lost it again.
It's like the one guy that running back and forth that never gets shot, and then on his last day out, he just dies by
2
getting
days from the end of the war, man.
yeah, 2 days before the end of the war. I gotta go fishing when I get home.
I gotta go fishing.
I
when
gotta
This
get
is
home.
okay. Hold on, wait. This is a post on r/technology. The EU has passed Article 13, but Europe's meme war is far from
Oh
over.
yeah, that's the article about racist comments and stuff on the internet. and they defined that as memes.
Yeah,
How do you feel about that, Sean?
So
I
wait,
feel
so
good.
they generalize memes as racist comments.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
Nobody
just, that's
attacks
just
my
true.
memes.
That's just true ignorance. They didn't do their research.
You're truly
Yeah.
ignorant.
Ignorance research.
You're ignorant of true memes.
I am the meme willer.
You literally cannot talk about anything of that like type like
You couldn't-
like
you
you
couldn't
cannot
even-
you,
you can't- you can't
cannot
even-
you cannot speak about it in a serious tone because it just makes you look like a fucking idiot.
Yeah, like, like you're literally you're
Stop criticizing memes.
you're going you're going up onto the head of like the EU and all that, and like and you're just presenting how memes aren't a racial like racist
Racist or
Uh,
biased. Or
whatever.
like, it's prejudiced.
prejudice. Like,
Prejudice is the better word.
yeah, like you know like
It's
the
an art
media-
form.
Yeah, but you like it's like no one's
So,
gonna take you
Let's,
seriously.
guys, we should talk about true prejudice.
Pre-
I
Prejudice?
can't even say that word. What's the
Okay.
word?
Yeah,
Gary,
I'm
say the
true
word.
prejudice.
Yes, the Armenian genocide.
No, I actually have an interesting thing to talk about here.
Yeah.
Regarding that, you won't understand what that means until I get further along here.
Okay, continue.
So, it kind of sounds bad when I say I've got a story to tell about that.
Okay.
Regarding the Armenian genocide.
Just continue. Just go.
All right, so I play a lot of strategy games, and the game
Hoi
I've
4?
played, Hoi 4, yeah, definitely. I've got 1,111 hours
I haven't even bought the
In-
game.
Hearts of Iron 4. I think I have a problem.
yeah.
It's a real-
around hour 800, I was kind of like, it's not as fun as it used to be. I'm not
Did
sure
you
I
start
enjoy
the
it quite
Armenian
as
genocide?
much. No. Hold on.
Okay.
Wait. So I decided. So I usually don't play multiplayer. Because multiplayer is just it's a shit show. It's a mess. Like
Yeah.
you cannot hold a serious game unless you hold everyone at gunpoint and then you have to issue have you seen serious Hearts of Iron games?
Yeah.
And they discords. They have rule lists that are pages long for individual countries,
Yeah.
and it's a mess.
Yeah.
And so I play single player most of the time, usually with mods, because it's kind of I mean
That's what I do for Civ.
I've played the same. I've played the same Germany takes over the world or Soviets utterly destroy the entire planet games at least 20 times over now. So mod is usually where I get my entertainment from. And one of these mods is Endsieg, which is German for ultimate victory. And what it is a mod that has a setting late in the war, late in World War II, where
It's
the
like
tide
40
was starting to turn against the Axis.
So 43 or 42?
Well, really, there's actually a ton of selections now. They've actually gotten a new World War I scenario too. They have
That is actually really
they have
cool.
they don't have an NC one for for the World War, I think. Actually, they do a 1918.
Damn.
Which is kind of really when there was the only time when there was ever when anything happened, because the rest of World War I was just they just sat in trenches and died for 3 years, and then 1918 came along and they won all of a sudden. So either way, it's a really good mod. It's probably one of the most polished ones, definitely, and it's got a lot to it. And so one of the things that can happen in certain games, because originally they had it kind of like a railroaded process, like the Axis either won or lost, and if they lost in the then the peace deal was kind of just like the same thing as it was in real life, even if the Soviets did all the work and pushed into France. So they just, oh, you get this half of Germany. But either way, it's really quite detailed. And so, but they've like added some new stuff recently, a lot of new stuff with other countries and how they can like change the course of the end of the war. One of them being Turkey.
Okay, so this is
And
where we
in
get to.
this is the part where it all starts to come together.
All right.
So Turkey has some interesting focuses regarding Armenia.
Oh God.
So if they choose to join the Axis, they can
go
choose
fascist.
they can if they join the Axis and become fascist, they have like, I'm not sure if it's actually referenced, but I think it's implied that they intend to complete the Armenian genocide.
Oh my God.
And so I was looking at the comments page on the Steam Workshop for this mod, NC Ultimate Victory. And I see a comment that says, "Can you please change the Turkish focus tree regarding the Armenian genocide? It isn't historically accurate." So I check this guy's profile. To nobody's surprise, he's Turkish.
Oh.
And he's in multiple Turkish group. They like, it's not like he like you can usually tell when it's like kind of international Steam groups, right? And because
Yeah.
it's like they don't actually apply themselves to any one nationality. This one applied itself to Turkish.
Okay.
Everyone there was Turkish. And and he was like, yeah, no, it's not true. The Armenian genocide didn't happen.
Oh God.
That wasn't it's not a very funny story, but it's a story nonetheless, and I found it quite amusing when it happened.
No, when you were talking about the comments, it reminded me of something. So, it's not as like elaborate and like complex as yours is, but like, so I spent one afternoon because I got bored looking up reviews and like stuff.
Yeah.
And then I realized that Amazon is the golden place for reviews.
Yeah.
And not in
Oh,
the way
dude.
they're good reviews.
Oh,
No, they're just hilarious.
They're just
Oh, dude,
hilariously
dude.
I found.
funny.
Speaking of that, I found one about a T-shirt that I want to get. And I looked down and I was like, "Yeah, I really like this, but it didn't fit my brother." So then I took it and then I returned it. And I was like,
Okay.
"What?"
Hey guys, all right. So
Mm-hmm. Wait.
Oh, no.
Oh yeah, Sean, you were saying.
oh, this is good.
All right. So, while Garrett is trying to find something, so
I've found it, but you
Alright.
can continue.
all right. So the thing is, so I was looking for reviews, and there's a review for a, no joke, 12 feet in diameter beach ball.
What?
And
How much did it cost?
Do you mean like the beach balls? that
yes,
were
like
at
the beach balls you can buy and you inflate. That really kind of like semi.
That's-
12 feet, Nate. That's probably
Okay,
that's two of you.
that is two of me. What
Yes.
the hell?
Now wait, it gets better. Let alone this product itself is already ridiculous. The comments are even funnier because
How much did it cost though?
it costs like $100.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I thought it was gonna
Can
cost
you
like.
imagine if there was two of me?
We've already had this discussion before.
Have you?
Yes.
Oh dear.
No. So.
Built a clone army and then started
Oh,
invading
Jesus.
the world.
Yeah, and I
Dictator Nate.
probably would have killed myself just on the other one of him. No. So and one of the comments read was
Someone be in two places at once.
was we bought like how the comment started is like we bought this beach ball and we went to the beach. It took us an hour to inflate the entire beach ball. And then we started playing with it, we started kicking it around, but then the wind started picking up. And then when we kicked it, it got taken away by the wind. And as it was rolling down the beach, all you could hear was the screams of children as their sandcastles get crushed and crushing through umbrellas and stuff. I was like, oh my god.
It's like that really early vine of like the umbrellas on the beach run.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dun, dun,
Dun,
dun,
dun,
dun.
You
Or
know,
like the guy that runs up from the beach, like in the army suit,
Yeah.
that like runs up from the ocean onto the beach
Oh, yeah.
and starts invading.
no, I was gonna say, but some people like put pictures up of like their product to like show like, oh, we're satisfied, we got it. Someone decided to put this on a roof, like a business, like and literally no joke, the thing is like super tall. And it's like so out of place that it's ridiculous. It's so bad.
That's-
Or Garrett, go ahead.
Okay, so speaking of Amazon reviews, so are you guys familiar with the Samsung UN 105S9 curved 105-inch 4K Ultra HD 120 hertz 3D smart LED TV?
Yes.
Sure.
No, I think I know.
This
Yeah,
is what
no.
it is.
Holy shit.
This is it. This is its comparison
You
to a
can't see
person.
it, but it's
Where
like-
I've
could just
taken
put it in
I've
image
saved
up.
the picture already.
Count at a
We'll
time.
we'll put it
True.
up for the video. There's it's a currently unavailable. We don't know when or if this item will be back in stock. But the reviews for this are this TV it costs, let's see.
It's like 3,000. Isn't it like
I believe it is. I can't see. There seems to be no place where it actually has
Wait,
the
wait.
price.
It might be because it's like it's
Price
not-
unavailable.
Yeah, yeah.
But I believe it was about $120,000 for this TV.
What the fuck?
Now, the reviews for it
I wouldn't
are.
even pay that much for like.
Well, the reviews give us a little bit of insight into exactly how people paid for this. All right. From Eric J. Smith, October 15th, 2014. Financing available. I was able to purchase this amazing television with an FHA loan, 30-year fixed rate with 4.25 APR and only 3.5 down. This is hands down the best decision I've ever made, and the box it came in is incredibly roomy too, which is a huge bonus because I live in it now.
Oh my god.
Better Bang for Your Buck by M. Medina, November 20th, 2014. The black levels and color depth on this TV are pretty good for the price. However, the small screen size is a deal breaker. I recommend buying an IMAX theater instead. Awesome image clarity. Steve Ringo on December 9th, 2014.
Wait, is this like? We should just put a picture of Ringo up.
Very realistic image. I took an HD video of my garage door opening and then placed my new Samsung UN 105S9 in front of of my garage and pressed play as my wife was coming home. She drove straight through the TV. Haha, I got her.
I got.
I don't think anybody's like. Did anybody actually buy it?
I'm sure. I mean, it's out of stock, and
Yeah.
it had to be in stock at one time.
Yeah,
they
but they
wouldn't
probably
have
had,
just
like-
put it up.
How many of those are you producing?
Like 3?
Like
Yeah,
but like I remember checking this. I remember checking this like a few years ago when I first found out about this. Can I have some of that?
Oh my god, you horse.
Listen, all right.
It's
I
your
never,
fault for bringing up
never
gum.
ask for anything from anybody.
Fine, Garrett, can I have one? I gave you. I offered you half of my cookie.
I didn't want it, and I rejected it. I was like, no, but thank
All
you.
I had,
And that was like not even. That was fucking like yesterday or something.
all I've got.
Fuck you.
I had to steal.
Give me the cookie, Nate.
Get out of my wallet.
All right.
I'm gonna hide this shit on you.
Wait, you have a cookie in your wallet?
No, I was just.
Yeah, I have a cookie in my wallet.
He was here with a cookie in your pocket. All right.
Do you remember the freaking? I don't know how your childhood went, Garrett. But do you remember the why you shouldn't give a cookie to a mouse book?
Give him a cookie? Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
We'll wait for Nate to come back.
I'm hungry.
What did you-
If that's not
Is that a
original part-
Pop-Tart?
Yeah, but it's a generic.
Yeah, that's from Stop and Shop.
So it's not like
It is a
true
normal
Pop-Tart. No, we're not
ASMR. Some ASMR.
ASMR. Continue.
Yeah,
oh
the
my
A-
God, it's crushed the crowd.
Yeah, that's why.
Well, good job. It's probably because you crinkled it. If this is from Philip Weekly, December 10th, 2014, day after Steve Ringo's incident.
Oh no.
Alternative home security solution. This TV saved my family's life. When our house was broken into, the robbers saw the TV, left to go get a bigger truck, and when they came back, the police were waiting.
We're probably gonna wrap this up pretty soon.
Oh, I got a few more. This is all
Alright, so
golden
we're probably,
stuff.
All right, we'll probably have you read like 3 more, and then we'll probably end the podcast.
From Stephen, December 3rd, 2014. This is before the Steve Ringo incident. I had the desk space. Great as a second monitor.
Can you imagine that?
Having that for a
That's like
monitor?
12 feet. So
No, wait, are you thinking about the ball, or are you thinking about this?
I don't know.
I think you're thinking about the ball.
No, wait, isn't it?
Because the ball was 12 feet.
Matthew Bourgeoisie.
Wait,
Uh,
what? Wait. Proletariats.
Rise up, men of the working class. Bathroom pleasure.
What?
I don't know. I don't know.
How would you
Picked
fit that
up
in your
3 of
bathroom?
these, and I have them in a circle around my toilet. It's a very immersive experience.
That actually does sound kind of fun.
That would be really cool.
I measured the TV, and it was actually 104.6 inches, not 105, so I returned it. I sold my mother-in-law and got this TV. Best decision I've ever made. Ordered this great deal right away. Just got the check from the Nigerian prince who's been emailing me. Ordered this great deal right away. My life is golden. Can't wait to deposit the check. Had to join a Mexican cartel to afford this TV, but it was worth it. Now I can enjoy my TV and my musheries.
No.
All right.
Great TV, but I work as a park ranger for the Grand Canyon, and it's nice watching TV from the other side. Unfortunately, it does not come with the nuclear power plant required to power it. If they could make a bundle, then 5 stars. The Pong looks the best so far. Our family bought this to connect to our Atari Model 2600. And let me just say, the quality of the pixels are just stunning. Pong looks the best so far. My wife said, "What is that big square going across the screen?" "It's the ball, honey," I said. "It's the ball."
Okay.
I couldn't purchase this TV because it wouldn't fit in the Amazon cart.
That one was kind of not that great.
Yeah.
Wait, okay, hold on. We gotta
You have
gotta
to end with a
fini-
good one.
we gotta finish on
You
a.
gotta find a good one. You got 4.2 seconds.
No, hold on.
3,
Okay, hold on. There's a real.
2.
Hold on. Wait. All right.
All right.
There's a few really good ones that I remember that I want to get to. All in all, great deal. Tony McMichael. Well, after talking with Satan and finishing up the paperwork for my soul, the TV was delivered without a problem. Screen is a little smaller than my Galaxy S5, but not by much. All in all, a great deal.
Oh yeah, I forgot Samsung also makes.
You know what we never did?
What?
I'm the host. Sean's the host. Garrett, you're our special guest.
I
Oh,
am
yeah.
pretty special, aren't I?
Yeah, you are really special.
Thank
Okay.
you. Thank you.
You want some?
No, I'm good.
It's like all over me.
I know you have some on your lip. And you didn't have to do that.
This TV is great. It looks so much like real life that they almost feel like I have one. Before I bought this, I would sit at home all day wiping my tears with $100 bills and leopard fur for hours on end. Now I can trick myself into thinking that the people on screen are actually my friends. Thanks, Samsung. Oh,
Alright, one more.
TV became self-aware. This is a 1-star review from Austin. Brought the TV home after an in-store pickup. Came back later after work and discovered that the TV had become self-aware and had taken control over all electronics in the house. I am hiding out in my bathroom right now. I think the blender and the power drill are working on the door, but I can't be sure. I am writing this review as a warning to the rest of you. Samsung is planning to...
Oh, yeah, I get it. All right,
should
so,
just end it there.
all right, so that's gonna be it for the podcast. I hope you enjoy. Again, this has been
Hold on.
okay, Nate, me, Sean, and
and me, Nate Sean.
all right. Yep. Now we're gonna end it.
All right.